no meat at all. And of course, when we talk about karma, when we kill them, when we kill them and so on, yes, they come up, they come back. It doesn't mean that, yes, some of my children, they say, oh, if I eat chicken, would I be chicken? No, that's not the case. You know, karma can be transformed into many different ways. We may be sick, or we may encounter some kind of car accident, and so on. So in Buddhist point of view, when we think about the Katrina, because I went out there before Katrina and after Katrina, in Buddhist point of view, the people around that area have some kind of killing karmas. They go out to fish, and and some of them they stay in the land and they work for the seafood companies, and many of them they work for the casino. So this kind of heavy karmas create some kind of natural disaster in Buddhist point of view. So my point is that natural disaster come because of our karmas in Buddhist point of view, not because of other superstitious acts and so on. Of course, it's maybe quite different from the other traditions, but this is Buddhist point of view. Whichever thing is happening to us, whether it's good or bad, this is because of our karmas, individual karma and collective karma, as we discussed last time. Yeah. So, okay, so that's one, abstain from killing. Second one, abstain from stealing. Okay, there's many kind of, or many ways of keeping from stealing. Now we talk about ID theft, right? The hackers, they may come to the website and hack our information and so on. So many kind of karmas relate to this type of stealing karma. So in order to respect other people properly, we need to keep this kind of concept, vice versa. Because if we want to keep our properties, if we want to protect our properties, we need to respect other people's properties. We cannot invade them. We cannot take the other people's properties. So that's the Buddhist point of view. Yes?
Would stealing also in that section include negatively affecting a person's reputation?
Yes.
Gossip
yeah, of course.
or even character assassination? That would be considered stealing, because you'd be stealing a good reputation.
Yeah. So, no, killing is the way we develop ourselves to be a compassionate person, to be a harmless person. No stealing does we respect other people's properties. This is common sense. And of course, in this society, we don't have that kind of problems. But you know, in the poor countries, the problems is so prevail because they're poor. They're so poor. They use some kind of tricky ways to steal other people's properties or to steal other people's information and so on. So this is that's kind of. So next, okay, abstain from sexual misconduct. That's in Buddhist. I think in other traditions, in most of the major traditions, follow the same ways too, right? We have to respect our spouse. We need to respect our husband and wife. We need to be faithful to them. If we're not faithful, of course, sooner or later we have to break out. There's no way, right? So if we have the wrong partnership, or if we have the what you call our web partners, sooner or later the family will be break up. How about, what do you think about? Of course, this is one of the arguments, one of the controversial argument nowadays about how we deal with, how you think about homosexual people. And so, how do you think about that? Of course, in general, we may not accept, right, if we are a religious person. But in Buddhist point of view, we have different way to see. You know, if we believe in the reincarnation, right? Now, we could recognize as they may have been husband and wife before. Now, when they come here, now they have this. They come to this earth again, but they have the same sex, but they are attached to each other. So that's the way we explain this. Of course, we respect them. As much as they don't do anything harmful to them or harmful to the communities. Okay, so that's cover. Okay, right livelihood. Now, right livelihood, that means we have to actually in here, but for the right action, for example, right action before we go to right livelihood. No taking intoxicants, substances. This is universal. It's understandable. If we respect our body, we don't take any kind of intoxicant substances like alcohol, drugs, and so on. Why is that? Remember I told you that most or all the tradition, major tradition nowadays agree with us. With this no killing, stealing, social misconduct, no lying. But some, we still have this kind of problems. I don't know whether I told you about. Last October, I went to attend the Buddhist and Catholic monks conference. Have I told you that?
No.
Yes, we still have pictures on my website. And talk with the head monk in group discussions.
Is that in Yosemite?
No, in Minnesota, in St. John's.
Oh yeah.
Do you know St. John's? It's big monastery. It has high school and university too. Have you been there before?
Yeah.
Oh, that's huge. It's big. It's a huge community. So the head monk, he told me that there's some monks, they have some problems with alcohol because they allow the monks to drink. For us, I explained to him that in Buddhist tradition, especially in the monastic life, we cannot touch even a drop of alcohol. Because why? The Buddha said that as long as we intoxicant, we take some things, some substances that can be intoxicant to our mind. What happened? It's confused. It's cloud our mind. The reason why we do the practice spiritually because we want to develop our wisdom. If we take something in that over our mind, let's go against our will. So the reason why the Buddha said that no taking is so important that it can help us to prevent us from committing these four great offenses. If we could not control ourselves mentally, of course, it's easy for us to tell lies. Or if it's easy for us to kill others, yes.
If a person becomes an alcoholic or a drug addict and is a Buddhist, is any help available?
Yes. Yes. Actually, there's one gentleman. He come to my center in Louisville every Saturday morning. He worked with this kind of people. And he told me that he advised them to do meditations so that they can break out that kind of habitual patterns. And some of them, of course, succeed, but some of them fail. But they in the course of breaking out that kind of problems. So everything can be changed.